Okay, so welcome back to the Football Fitness Blueprint. Today's all about recovery, and recovery really has got a few different things to it. And the first thing I want you to think of is, are you a player who is training all the time but you still feel heavy-legged and unfit? And this is a common question I get from players who come to me and say, have I got a conditioning plan I can do? But when they do baseline testing, I'll give them feedback that their fitness is actually good, their heart rate recovery is good, their resting heart rate is good, they can cover a lot of distance in a short period of time. So it isn't actually a fitness issue or a conditioning issue, it's more of a recovery issue, and they actually need help with scheduling their training load, and just helping them, give them a bit more clearer training programme that doesn't have too much that their body can't handle. So you might actually already be fit enough, but you just need help with the training component. And this is important to consider because we've all got a fitness baseline, but after every training session or after every game, you're going to have fatigue. And once we have that fatigue, as you can see with that green line, it dips down, and then to recover from that fatigue, that is when we start to then push past our initial baseline and then actually get our fitness benefits. Without having adequate recovery, that fatigue line will never get to baseline or even get past it, and we're always going to feel probably less fit than we actually ever were and feel that heavy, tired way, or alternatively never get the benefits of the hard work we've put in, whether it be on the pitch or in the gym. So that recovery is the part we're looking at today. And remember, with recovery, it's not just, okay, I've trained tonight or I've got a game on Saturday, how will I recover from that? You have to consider everything in your life. So that can be your work, your study, financial stress, family life, changes your body's going through, maybe you've had bad sleep, maybe you've travelled. All these things are going to put stress on your body, and your body can't really differentiate between physical stress, mental stress. It just sees stress as stress, and all it knows is it needs to recover from that stress. So you have to take all that into consideration. For instance, if perhaps you're at university and you've got big exams coming up, then your training load might have to come down a little bit because you've got a lot of stress in your life. It's going to impact your recovery. And that's mainly because your fitness levels minus your fatigue, which is going to come from all your stressors, is going to dictate how your performance is. So things you need to ask yourself is, how high is your fitness level currently? How quickly do you recover between games, between training sessions, between sprints? And do you have a well-trained programme? Not just one you've picked randomly, generically off the internet. Do you have a well-structured training programme that you know that's balancing your load on your schedule? Your important thing is to keep your glass full, so your body's got so much energy. You'll fill that glass with your sleep, your nutrition, your recovery, and then obviously it's constantly getting dripped out depending on how much stress you've got in your life, how much training you're doing, how many training sessions you're doing. All these things are going to be impacted. So your important thing is to make sure you've always got energy available to fill those training needs. So we only need a little bit of this stuff. This is the stuff that players always want to do for some reason. They always want to do ice baths and go straight to foam rolling or massages, when it's got its place, but it should only be done in really small amounts and only be done after these three things have been taken care of. So you've got really good fitness levels. Your sleep is your bread and butter. Without good sleep, you're never going to recover. It's never going to happen. So good quality sleep is your absolute bread and butter. If there's only one thing you could focus on in your recovery, I would highly recommend you focus on your sleep. It is a game changer. Second of all, of course, nutrition, which we spoke about yesterday. And then again, mentioning the good training levels that we need to recover quick enough, because we've got a bigger buffer in terms of our training capabilities. So as always, and I've mentioned this in every module so far, do the simple things consistently well. That's what's going to get you where you need to get to. It's simple doesn't mean easy, but do them consistently well. So there's a recovery point system on the free download today. I want you to download that. I just want you to check it out, and the goal is to hit 10 points after your training sessions or on your training days. So give it a try over the next 5 days to give you an idea of how consistent you currently are with your recovery. I'd be interested to know. So there's the free download. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we get stuck into the fitness components.